So the new government is not paying Nigerians. We are going to have a lot of changes in the monetary side, in the economic and everything. Yes. And this is the right time for Obi to forget about the torture in what? In the courts. Because already they have already installed the man. Look at the other rubbish, useless CBN manager. The longest one for now, but Nemnesity will still cut off him. Come up with him. That's a Mefele. If Mefele have a lot of things to tell Nigerians. And not the money we put on the Nigerian air. They need to probe all these people. Set up a committee that will not take bribe. So automatically, Nigeria has learned their lessons. We suffer a lot in the hand of Goodluck Jonathan. We suffer a lot in the hand of Buhari. Tinubu needs 24 hours prayer.
For more prophecies and gospel news around the world, subscribe to 12 Star TV and turn on notifications.
When you finish your school stats, mathematics A, physics A, geography A, everything A, then your teacher will be very happy. And will now ask the student, young man, what do you want to become in life? But that one will tell, I want to be a doctor. I want to be a geologist. I want to be a paramedic. Okay? But the almighty JAM is still in the front, and they call it JAM. So when you wrote the JAM, and you score at 340, so automatically your parent, you don't need to bribe anybody. See, the example I'm trying to give you is that anybody, you show yourself approved 24/7. Then this is the original government we ever had that we are going to have in the life history of this country. And whenever the boy got to university, they will give him everything, the dormitory, the everything there. But work has just started. Before he can become an A student, he has to put up on what is called in the secondary school before he enters the university. So if he's the one that wrote that exam, he will be able to defend the university. Anything they study in the university, he will be able to defend it. Then to come to your question, there is no new government. In 1 year, we still in 1 year. Then Bajabi Amila is still Bajabi Amila. Then Carry go. Okeyomi is still Okeyomi. Marcus is still Marcus. But he said there is no amount of rain pour on a leopard that can change his skin. All Nigeria has to change for new. If you are a drunkard, you don't go to work, you drunk all the time. Stop it. And if you are a liar, you need to stop it. If you are a ritual killer, you need to stop it. If you indulge in kidnapping, you have to dodge it. Although there is kidnapping in the Bible. When you look at the book of 1 Samuel 30, 1 to 10, and when you look at the book of 1 Timothy from 4 to 11, he said, I created some people as hire killer who do go and look for people to sell. And when you look at some of the governors in Nigeria, some of the great people in Nigeria today, some of them are what? They sell human part abroad. They kill people here, they kill the young ladies and everything in the band, everywhere. They've just caught one in an hotel in Osun State. He said he has killed about 77 young ladies. And it's a lie. It's more than that. You remember the one that happened the first time, where they saw a whole 3-bedroom flat. They used that place as a slaughter room. They saw bags, headwear, bra, everything in thousands. So they harvest and put all this thing. When people tell you abroad, you are on the waiting list to get a kidney. Where do you think they're going to get the kidney? Is it from goat? Is it from ram? Is it from donkey? It's from human being. So the new government, we should all put a hand on deck and support him. He said, pray for Israel so that everything around Israel can be what? Can be what? He said, pray for your leader. Tinubu needs 24 hours prayer from all the good people in Nigeria. So what we are expecting, whatever you put into the soil, you can buy a tuber of yam. And from that tuber of yam, you wanted to fry 4 eggs to cook part of the yam and eat. The yam will not fight you. and you wanted to use part of it to do pounded yam in the evening, that will not fight you. But remember, you say you want to plant. Then you cut this small part of it and put in a big heap. You are just wasting your time by gathering those sand together to the heap. Because the yam you put into it is what you put into the soil, that the soil will turn back to you. You remember maize? When you drop one maize into the good soil, you see what happened? So automatically, Nigeria has learned their lessons. We suffer a lot in the hand of the Goodluck Jonathan. We suffer a lot in the hand of Buhari. Buhari and Goodluck is the worst government in the life history of all the presidents in the whole Africa. They are worse. They don't know their left from right. By 9 o'clock, 10 o'clock in the morning, Goodluck Jonathan has already taken his vodka and sleep. While Uncle John Wheeler is rattling with the government pause. Then the finance minister, then Uncle John Wheeler, and Alice Madweke, they were busy doing worse. If you cannot speak Igbo in the finance department, Ministry of Finance, they won't employ you, and their time is past. And when you look at the record, making now 47 years ago, that a Southerner has been controller of customs. These are things which this new government has come to replace. And if you wanted to work in this time around, according to Professor Jerry Ghana, he said if you wanted to be a carpenter, do it well. If you wanted to be a organizer, do it well. If you want to be a lorry driver, drive well. Don't carry the truck to the middle of the road and be siphoning the diesel inside the tank and be giving the man who want to put food on your table for you, who help you to use his money to buy the truck. Don't push him to face trouble again. Let everything goes the way it's supposed to go. Then when you look at it, Nigeria is supposed to tell Tinubu, this is where we're going to start. We'll go back to FAMSA. We will return back Operation Feed the Nation. So if Operation Feed the Nation, because we should use this is government to change the food basket. At Irua, in Oyo State, that is where Awolowo put all what we are eating. In Delta, in Roboland, in Isoko, in Asaba, in Agbaru, because we have food bank. Awolowo will buy cocoa from those people. And when it's very down or very high, he will give them Sydney again. He will give them loan. This is what we want in this government, so that everybody can be busy. We should use the policy of Erasmus Akimbola. He said he believed if somebody is digging soccer away, somebody will be using the waste for it. He was digging out from the ground to go and feel where there's a pothole in the streets, so that everybody will be free and sleep well in the night. When you walk very well, very good, very hard, because the Bible said in the book of John 9, verse 5, he said, you are not reading it again. John 9, verse 5, he said, let me walk now before the night fall, because the time is still coming when I will not have time to walk again. Then, but he said in the book of, again, Matthew, John 24 from 1 to 5, he said, you should not allow your heart to be troubled. Believe me, in my Father's house. Then when he was going to the cross, and when he gets to the cross again, and when you look at the book of Luke 22, 45 to 45 to the end, Luke 23, from verse 31 to the end, he was even begging his father if the cup can run over. But he said, I will, that wish be what be done. Then when he get to the cross, he still do miracle there. He was still walking. He even salvaged the life of the thief on the right hand. So this new government, we need to pray for each other and pray for the person on the seat, because he has seen the good, the ugly, and the bad. So he knows what to do. And look at the issue of the oil subsidy. They want to use that to put his government into what? Into trouble, into anarchy in the streets. But with the help of Oshiomhole and those people who knew what was the honors, how to go around the whole place, it was shared. And this is the right time for Obi to forget about the torture in what? In the court. Because already they have already installed the man. We should wait and see what he's going to do. Tomorrow it could be his turn. Tomorrow could be his turn. Because he said he will fight and run away. Then live to fight another battle. He should not do it like the one of Tinubu, Abiola, who said it's do or die. At the end of the day, he died. He said he either do it or die. But at the end of the day, he died. So it's better for you not to cost yourself of the things of the world. So the new government is going to pay Nigerians. We are going to have a lot of changes in the monetary side, in the economic and everything. Yes, because we will see he did that before. What he did in Lagos, that's when he was governor first time and second time. We expect it's going to the miracle again to turn the thing around. But we are still going to live on taxation. We are going to live on what? On taxation. Everybody should pay tithes. And because all the pastors, he has to even make sure he gives them a good fight. Rather for Nigerians to pay tax, they pay tithes, which is very wrong. Then you are expecting good road. You are expecting good light. You are expecting all these things. You cannot get it. You can never get it. And that's the reason why everybody working Ikeja electricity everywhere, they should know how do we turn things right. And if the government said he wanted to probe, that means he didn't have idea. He has nothing to do. So he has inherited a lot of trouble from Buhari. So I must be ready to do it. When you marry a woman whose husband died, so you don't need to think you are going to meet the woman in the house, maybe still a virgin, after 4 children. Then if you now marry the woman, after some 3-4 days, you have whooping cough, coughing. These are the things you brought together. So manage it. So this is not the time now that anybody should complain at all. And when you are eating adalu, maize and beans, if they sold that to you in Badon, and you met gravel or granite or the pea of a goat inside the beans, is still part of what is sold for you. It's only you that's going to disengage those things that is not part of it. That's all. So, brethren, I'm trying to tell you, the new government is pregnant with minutes, and it's pregnant now. Let's see, because it's going to give back a good government. And then you have to do little probing. Because all the people that work with Buhari, they have saved heaven. If somebody can steal 150 billion, 150 billion, if Justice Department can expense all type of money, and not the money we put on the Nigerian air, they need to probe all these people. Set up a committee that will not take bribe. And then the EFCC need to be restructured. It's not compulsory that a policeman should head the EFCC. A disciplinarian, a professor can head it. Who study economics, who study criminology. We can bring them from any part of the world. It could be Igbo, it could be Hausa, it could be Bibio, it could be from Delta. No problem. So that the government can move forward. So the government need a lot of, what he needed from us is more than what we need from Tinubu. Tinubu is not Minister for Mines. He's not Minister for Labor. He's not Minister for Economics. He's not the CBN manager. The CBN manager can have his day by stealing. Look at the other rubbish, useless CBN manager. The longest one for now, but Nemnesity will still cut off him. Come up with him. That's Emefiele. Emefiele have a lot of things to tell Nigerians. A lot. They must not. The custom office, Ali, and all the people in customs and in the justice, and everywhere, they have a lot of stories to tell Nigeria, how they handle our money. And then they should call back the minister for transport and all of them. They need to come and give an account. Because Buhari was too loose with them. So that's it. So what we are expecting is we should return the toll gate back, which Tinubu, which Obasanjo, because of the love and the interest in the business of Dangote, knocked out all the whole toll gate in Nigeria. If we are going to rebuild it now, it's billions. So automatically, we need toll gate back before it's 1 year in government, so that we can raise money on the high street, so that we can put two computerized toll gates, just like the Easy Pass and everything. Then all the licensing, the transport and everything, even with the fuel, it's going to do a lot of things because some people have 10 cars in their compound, filled up because the petrol is peanuts. And if somebody can buy a land of 500 million, 2 billion in Banana Island, within the same Nigeria, then ask the person, where does he get the money? We need the thug, We need the bastard. We need the moron. We need the thief. We need everybody this time around to make sure we turn Nigeria around. If kudo to Asari Nikibo and kudo to Topolo, I never knew that it was when they were trying to grow. That's how that made them display. They are gentlemen. They were gentlemen. They love this country. They are doing well for this country. And all the pipeline, all the youth around the Niger Delta should talk to Tinubu how they will try and make sure and put terrible security at those places. And all the people doing bomb free. And we need a modular refinery like the one of Canada. They should give the license out. And then all the people helping us to sell our fuel and all the refinery, we should not wait on Dangote refinery. Dangote is a private entity. We know some people knew that one day subsidy will die. That was why they rushed into that place. We should still try and bring back our Kaduna refinery, and then see all the whole refineries needs to do what? To start working. So that the people can have this petrol like water. So they can go and buy from anybody who pleases their mind. If you go. In those days, 71, 72, 73, we were not young. We have premium, we have super, we have unloaded, we have everything in the pump. But it was during the time of Babangida, during the time of Babangida, everything was just PMS is PMS. So it's not so. All these things need to be restructured. And people should try to stop detraction. The spirit of detraction should be taken away. We have a lot of fake pastors enough during the election time. We have a lot of fake prophet in the city. We have it all. Even somebody was even saying Tinubu will die by 2023. Now, if Tinubu should sue those people, he said that means an animal, a goat, is fighting millipedes. But we should leave it to them. But what we need, and the churches need to be restructured. Hanging around the church during the weekdays, they should pass a law for this. Any pastor caught with anybody during the week, praising or disturbing the peace of the streets, they should arrest those pastors and take them to a psychiatric village to test their brain. Because they are mentally derailed, they are mentally unbalanced, they are disturbed in brain. So that's the reason. Because when you look at the book of Exodus 20, it said we should keep the Sabbath day holy. One day, which is Sabbath day. Look at the Jews. The Jew in London. Look at Jew in America. Look at Jew in New York. They don't know the time for prayer. Then after prayer, they go to about their normal job. How can you be waiting for somebody that has trouble? And you said you are a pastor. And when you look at Redeem Deeper Life and all those places those days, about 10 years ago now, nobody called on singles to come out for prayer because virtually everybody is single now. Everybody in Redeem is single. Everybody in Adegboye church is single because they follow the rule of the church. And the rule of the church is not what your husband is going to give you as a template in the house. Every day is program. Holy Ghost morning, Holy Ghost night, Holy Ghost afternoon, Holy Ghost midnight. We don't need all these things. The medical said you need 8-hour sleep every night. But if anybody should call you for 40 days night vision, how is he going to do that deficit in the dream? In the dream you're supposed to have, the good dream you're supposed to have, are about your head. Then before you know, but God has been punishing those pastors now. They don't have peace again.